Why would you go down in a tiny sub to look at the Titanic? Why would you even consider it with all of the risk factors?
Well, there's one Dayton man who's been there. He's gone where people have never gone before, exploring both the space and sea. WLWT News 5 anchor Chris Jacobs joining us now with more on what he had to say about this tragic expedition. Chris.
Yeah, one of the few guys who has the answers to these questions right up the road in Dayton. It's fair to say we can file Larry Connor in the you name it, he's done it category, from formula racing, aerobatics, a space flight, all off his checklist. But he's also been down to ocean depths seen by almost no one. We spoke with him today about this failed expedition and try to answer that burning question.
It's certainly the exploration. It's of interest, it's challenging, it's can be exhilarating, but only if you can do it safely and successfully.
Safety, the key word to any risky adventure, but that doesn't mean explorers are unafraid.
You have to weigh the risk factors. So if you don't have any fear, you're probably either blind or completely ignorant.
Larry Connor of Dayton's Connor Group has been to similar depths as the OceanGate sub and beyond.
I had the good fortune a few years ago to go to the Mariana Trench and make 3 research dives.
The Mariana Trench, 36,000 feet down, almost 3 times the depth of the Titanic wreckage.
I became convinced that the ocean is important and that research deep in the ocean really matters.
But the dangers in the ocean, which he calls an unforgiving place, are similar.
When you're that deep, if you have a problem, you're probably going to have to be very self-reliant to fix it.
A self-reliance, Connor says, made more difficult in this recent Titanic expedition due to changes as basic as the materials used.
They were using what I understand is carbon. The standard in the industry is to use titanium. New materials, and so that would at least raise a question in my mind.
Something Connor says is already answered: the negative impact this tragedy will have on future exploration and education.
Unfortunately, I think there will be a rollover effect where a number of people and entities will say, look, we're not going to do this.
Well, Connor tells me there is a rigorous certification process for these submersibles. A group of trained experts focuses their attention to every detail when certifying vessels like the Titan. They analyze everything from design, materials, and the manufacturing process to ensure its safety. Now, in 2018, a recommendation was made to have the Titan certified, but it's unclear if that ever happened. Chris Jacobs, WLWT News 5.
All right, Chris, fascinating stuff.